Hey YouTube, welcome back to our channel, Our Life Youre.
Yes.
We hope you guys are having a good week, a good day, and that everything is blessed with you. We wanted to come on today and kind of talk about our testimony of how we were able to come to Africa. And so I'll let him take it away to start with the testimony, and then we'll just kind of, give our...
Well, it was 12 years ago. Nah, I'm just kidding. Anyway, some years back, so
it was about
12 years ago, the Most High gave me a dream. In the dream, it was weird because me and my wife was getting remarried, and after we got married, I heard everybody, all in unison and at one time, at the same time, scream, "Move to Africa, move to Africa." So I woke up, I told my wife about the dream, and she had a dream. Could you share what your dream was?
Yes, in my dream, I actually had two dreams, but in the main dream that I had, I actually was in Africa. Didn't know what part of Africa or what country in Africa, but we were in what was a recreation center that we had started for the kids, the teens and the younger ones, for something that they would be able, a recreation center, and they have activities and homework and different things that they can do after school to keep them occupied, to build them up and all of that. And so I was getting ready. We were sitting in the basketball stadium on the bleachers, and I was getting ready, or we were talking, me and him, and I was telling him that I was leaving tomorrow to go back to the States so that we can get the donations that the donors and the people who helped us with the recreation center to bring it back to the kids. And so it switched from that, and I was back in the States getting ready to come back to Africa. Had no idea. But that was the first dream. There was other things that happened in it, but these were the things that stuck out to me. The second one was I was actually here in Africa, and still don't know where at, but I knew it was Africa. And I ended up calling my mother and my brother, and I was talking to them, and as I started talking, what alerted me to the fact that I was actually in Africa was because I had an African accent, or you can tell the difference in the accent. And so that was what alerted me to know that I was in Africa. And so that was the two dreams that I had.
Leading up to 2019, I worked at Disney Animal Kingdom. I worked at night shift, okay? So I was a scenic artist there, and the Lord gave me a dream that Disney was going to shut down. Now this was 2019. I didn't even know that what exactly they were gonna shut down for, or what caused them to shut down. I didn't know none of that. So getting up to what was it, 2020? I think it's March 16th. No, it was it. Yeah, March 16th was when Disney shut down because of the pandemic. And let me just back up a little bit. Now, the beginning of the year of 2020, we just kind of heard a little something about it. At the time, it was in China. Now, in the beginning of that year, the Lord spoke to me about what He gave me and my wife a dream about going to Africa. And it's some years ago He spoke to us about going to Africa. And we kind of, I'll be honest, I didn't have no desire to come to Africa. because I didn't know anything about Africa. I kind of fought against it within myself. I don't know about my wife, but I did. Then as the years went by, I kind of started getting used to the idea that, hey, maybe the Most High wants us to go to Africa. And so we prayed about it for years, and then the whole thought and feeling of it just kind of went away. Okay, now getting up to 2020, when he spoke to me clear as day in the beginning of the year of 2020, he said, believe me for the funds to get to Africa. Okay, he said, believe me, start praying about your way to get to Africa. All right. So just like I said, we heard a little something about coronavirus. At the time, it was happening over in China, and we just was like, okay, whatever. Then when we heard that it hit United States, I was like, oh no. And I'm sitting here still praying about going to Africa. And then they let me go. Disney shut down March 16th. And I'm like, man, what are we gonna do now? How could we go to Africa now? And my job has shut us down. My wife was working, it was at Hilton at the time?
Yes.
Yeah. So job let her go too. So I was like, what in the world? Now, the other thing that I need to mention is we had just bought an apartment or rented an apartment, moved into an apartment in a nice area of Orlando. Yeah, in February. Bought some furniture that we still owe debt on, because we did the payment plan on it and everything. So we had all this stuff. Both of us lost our job. The only thing that we could get was unemployment at the time. And y'all know unemployment doesn't give you that much weekly. Had very little in our savings. And I'm like, man, how are we gonna do this? This is ridiculous. So a lady reached out to me. She was from Uganda, Africa. She ran an orphanage, and we became Facebook friends at the time. And not once did she ask me for money or anything, but I just felt one day I woke up, I felt the need to bless her and her orphanage. And I felt like the Most High was telling me, take what you have and bless her, So I kind of fought against it within myself, because knowing I need money. I'm like, Lord, I got debts, we got this apartment, paying a lot monthly. I mean, come on, I need money. And so I told my wife about it, and she said, well, if the Lord is telling us to do it, then we should. So we went and blessed her. I would say when we blessed the orphanage, and I'm going to show some pictures about the orphanage. Stay tuned for the rest of the testimony. I just want to give a shout out to those who have given for the orphanage.
So shout out to everyone who gave to us and helped us to support the orphanage in Uganda.
Some have given, and most of it has been out of our own pocket.
I mean, you could look at the progress. They went from eating on the ground to on tables. They were able to get school supplies and books so that they can do or get their education and learn. And they're living good now. Look, they're at tables. They have tables. They're not sitting on the ground anymore. They're not eating on the ground. They have benches, chairs. And I talked to Marcy, the lady that you saw. They were stirring that big pot of rice. She told me, thank you and to those who helped send the money, because what people have been doing, sending money to us, and we've been sending it to her, 100% of contribution to her. And she's been able to do this. I mean, they eating good, living good, even drinking soda pops. But yeah, what a blessing. So look at all the stuff that they're able to get. Our money, especially American money, goes a long way in Africa. They were able to get a sewing machine for the kids and their clothes, a lot of food, soap, all kinds of things. And sometime in the near future, we're going to be visiting her. But due to the circumstances with COVID-19 and shutdowns, we've been having problems with that. So, but we'll get there and we'll update you about it. So back to the testimony.
When we blessed the orphanage, y'all, I tell you, the Most High just started sending money our way. I mean, we had unexpected money started coming towards us once we blessed this orphanage. And I'm talking about we had money to pay off our debt for the furniture, for the apartment. We had money to pay our monthly rent. All the way up until the time that we departed, we always had money coming in to take care of all of our needs. None of our bills was late, none of it. You know, the Most High just started blessing us after we blessed the orphanage. And one of the things the Most High taught me in that is that when you walk by faith and you take care of the things that He wants you to take care of, like take care of His house first, He'll take care of yours. And that was a lesson I learned out of that, and it was a lesson of faith, of learning that whenever the Most High speaks, that you move, you act. No matter what the situation may be, you just act.
I think another thing with that too is that being that we both were not working, after the father had told him or expressed to him about giving. Now, I'm not as easy like that when it comes to giving, because you do have people that scam and people that try to get over on those who believe in the faith. And so I'm an investigator. So I wanted to make sure that what we were given to was legit. And so after we made the decision to give, and the father started to really bless us, then my job actually ended up calling me back. So they made it to where we were able to adjust everything, and they allowed us to be able to work from home. So I was able to have a continuous income coming in by working from home. They initially started me off with the evening hours, which I would be working going into Sabbath. And one of the prayers that I had was, Father, I don't want to work on Sabbath. Like, I really want to have that time off to be able to spend time, with my family and to observe Sabbath. And not long after that prayer, the Father allowed me, He did some type of arrangement to where they were doing a new system, and I ended up being able to work the day shift after that prayer because of wanting to honor the Sabbath. And so the Father really blessed us in a way. Now, we're not rich, we're rich according to His riches, but everything that we needed, He provided for us. We were able to, like He said, pay our bills every month. We were able to take care of, and one of the things that I really did not want to do was to pay off the furniture by clearing out our savings. That was a prayer that I had. Father, I don't want to dip into our savings to pay off the furniture, but I want to pay it off before they start to apply interest. And that was when we gave to the orphanage, and He provided what we needed to be able to, so we wouldn't have to dip into our savings, and we would be able to take care of everything. So the Father really, when you believe the Father for something and you believe the Most High to take care of your needs, and I know with the things that are going on in the world today, there's so many that are struggling because of the mandates and the different things. People are losing their jobs, they're losing their livelihood. But we just wanted to come on and to encourage you that when you trust in the Father, when you have faith in the Father and knowing that He has our concerns at heart. He cares about everything that pertains to us. Just be encouraged to know that it can happen for you. And now we're not saying this that, you know, if you plan to come to Africa or not. We're just saying as overall, you know, whatever you're believing the Father for to help, to definitely just trust Him, to have faith that He will provide for you. If you're in the process of trying to find another job, believe Him and trust and pray. He will provide the job. Or if you're trying to start a business, He will help you to start that business, or give you the wisdom on what business to start. And to make sure that you're taken care of, He will provide for you. And so that was what we wanted to kind of talk about in regards to that.
Yeah, so the money came in and we was able, by the end of 2020, we had enough to or the expected amount that we were looking to have in order to move to Africa. You know, we was able to get up enough money, and so come to Africa by the grace of the Most High. Go ahead.
Sorry. One thing before he gets to that part too is that we all had to, with our passports, we had to get our passports done. And at that time, they were talking about the passports were taking like months, really, to receive, to get the passports back. I already had mine because I'm in the travel business. So I had originally renewed mine the year before, or actually 2 years before. So I was okay. My husband needed his and my girls needed theirs. And so we sent off to have theirs renewed, and his took a month, but we sent his in before we sent our daughter's passports in, and theirs came back in 2 weeks. And that was nobody but y'all, because we didn't put a rush on it or anything. We did send it for them to get it faster and for them to send it back to us faster. But as far as like putting a rush on it for them to, we were just gonna wait until they sent them, you know, however long that took. But the Father worked it out to where it came in, it came in a couple of weeks for theirs. Theirs came before his did, but his came not long after theirs. So that's another testimony of how when the Father wants you to do something, He will make a way for it. You know, so whatever it is He's telling you to do, whatever you know, you feel like the Most High has told you this is what you need to do, whether that's moving somewhere, it could be moving to another state, or, you know, going to another job, whatever the case may be, whatever He's telling you to do, have faith that He's going to provide everything that you need in the time that you need it for it to be done. So, okay, I'm sorry. Go ahead.
Yeah, so, you know, the thing is that when we got to Africa and everything, and I just want to say this for other people that may be watching and that have been here already, okay? When we got to Africa, we, you know, remembering all the things that the Most High told us and everything, and we got here, we had some of our ups and downs here, we had our experiences, and we even got to the point, and I'm just being transparent and I'm being real, I'm coming with the real, but we even got to the point where we just kind of thought, is Africa really for us? Did we miss it? Did the Most High really call us here? You know, we just kind of struggled with that because, you know, we've gone through, because you see a lot of different videos where people have gotten scammed, were taken advantage of, and we've been through some of that. And there was a time where we kind of felt some type of way about being here. And then, so the Most High began to deal with us and everything, helping us to understand some things in order for us to cope with being here and how things work. Okay, so I think we did a video talking about us fasting. Yeah, us fasting. So we went on a fast and everything, and then I don't know what it was, but after that fast, it's like whatever we felt lifted up off of us. And we just started looking at Africa in a good light. Like, I started looking at the people, the developments that are going on, and I'm like, wow, these are beautiful people. And this peace about being here came over us. And I'm just being real. We even considered leaving here for a moment. But the Most High dealt with us in it. And he began to let us know, hey, yes, I've called you here. This is the place I want you to be. And he just made it work out. And my message to anybody that might be struggling, you know, those that may already be here, and this also is a heads up for other people that are still in the States or wherever you're from, that's looking to come here. First, I want to speak to the ones that's here. If the Most High has called you here, you know that, stick in there. He's gonna make it all right for you. He's gonna make it all, and he has done that for us. We have some dope neighbors, and by dope I mean they cool. They cool neighbors because they're treating us just like any of the locals. You just got to get to know them. You got to get to know them. Of course, people may take advantage, yeah, but once you get to know them and start talking to them and you know, give them a smile, let them know, hey, all is well with you. Don't be so quick to give an attitude just because, you know, you think that person is trying to get over. Don't be like that. Just be cool with them. You know, you may have to, even knowing that they're trying to take advantage. There's times we gave in and gave them what they asked for. But after a while, these people, they started really pricing us the way they would price the other locals and treating us just like everybody else. And so things are working out for us. It really is. And I credit it all to the Most High. He's touching people's hearts and giving favor for us, our staying here, to be as he spoke to us that it would be. He said we will be happy here. At the time when he spoke that to me, I'm like, man, what? I thought you said I was gonna be happy here, but I'm not really that happy. But I genuinely, I am, you know, becoming more happier being here. And so he's making things right for us. You know, the things that used to bother us, he's making that right for us. So I'm saying that for those that are already here and have experienced those things. Now, for those that are coming, you heard what I just said. Be prepared for that. Be prepared for, you know, you're gonna have some people try to get over on you, try to up the price on things. But here's the thing: you can always negotiate. Anything you can. We've even negotiated in the mall. In the mall, like a well-established place, we've even negotiated because I went to get the phone case and all that, and it was pretty high. So we was able to talk the price down. So if you just feel like they don't, you know, they getting over on you, negotiate the price down. Most of the time, what they say, like 50%.
Yeah, that's what they say.
Yeah.
Whatever they say.
Low.
50%.
Yeah. So don't get bit. If that happens to you, don't get bent out of shape. I said it wrong. Don't get bent out of shape. Negotiate. You know, try to get the price down. Go ahead.
I think another thing too is the mindset. Not coming with the mindset of being scammed or but just coming with the, if you are to come, you know, just come with the mindset of learning. Because that was one of the things that we had researched before we decided to come, or before we knew because we really didn't know where we were gonna go, and we don't know if this is gonna be our staying spot or our permanent spot. We do know that this is our landing spot to get here, but when you come with the mindset of learning and growing and looking outside of yourself, things begin to get a lot easier.
Yes.
It's definitely been a character builder for
yes.
us. We've definitely grown. For me, I can say in patience, because I wasn't too patient, and it taught me that I wasn't patient. Because in the States, you get everything is like that, and you got that microwave society, but we came with the mindset of learning, and that's what you have to do is if you're supposed to, sorry y'all, I know y'all see me fan, we have the windows open, the door open, but when you come with the mindset of learning, it makes it a lot easier to cope, and it makes it a lot easier for you to begin to blend in and to, definitely when you're learning the language, they love to help you with learning the language, and they've been really helping us with that. And when you learn that, they see that you want to be a part. You want to, you're not just coming to I've heard stories of people looking down on them and different things, and that's not why we're coming. And you shouldn't want to come to look down on people or to think that you're above anybody. So when you come and you show, I want to learn your culture, I want to learn your food, your language, and all of that, they love that, and it helps you to be able to get along. And so when you come with that mindset of learning, and this is definitely going to build your character, especially coming from where we come from, or wherever you may come from that is not considered a first world, country or whatever. It makes it a lot easier for you to cope. And so it's definitely the Most High, because sometimes we can get to a point, and I know for myself and experience, when you are of a certain you already know that we've been pastors and ministers or whatever, but you come with the mindset of, I'm going to teach and to minister and to do all of these things. But really, when we got here, the Most High was like, no, don't do nothing, and
coming to learn.
We actually realized we're coming to learn. We're not coming to teach and to minister and to be all, all things to all people. We're coming to learn, we're coming to grasp, and more so learn what the Father wants us to learn. And so you have to come with that mindset as well, and that will help you to cope a lot better. But also do your research, and don't just come because you feel like it might be the best thing to do, or do what the Most High is telling you to do. This is why we named the channel Our Life Yah's Way, because if He told us to go home tomorrow, we're going back home tomorrow. If He told us to go to another country, we're going to another country. It's all in what the Most High tells us to do. So that's the way we want to portray our channel, is that you follow what the Most High is telling you to do. You follow. Not everybody is called to come here. Some are meant to go to other areas. We don't know where everyone is meant to go, but I always say is follow what Yah is telling you to do. That's the way you're gonna be. That's the best thing that's gonna happen for you.
And I want to also say to that, since you brought that up, follow with Yah. Be sure Yah has called you here. Please hear me. Don't come just because you think it's cool. Don't come just because you think it's cool. Because let me tell you something. Africa will chew you up and spit you out. You know what I mean? So you need the Most High. If it just ain't gonna work out if the Most High didn't call you here. Make sure the Most High called you here, to come here, or whatever location. Be in prayer about where you need to be in this hour.
Yes, definitely prayer. That's the main thing.
That's the big thing.
Pray. And just keep your focus and your center the Most High. Keep Him the Most High. But that's our testimony. I feel everything was all Yah, basically. Everything was all Yah. We thought we would be coming to help with the orphanages because I saw in my dream the recreation center. But it's like when we got here, it's like the Most High was like, nope, you need to take some time, get close to me, take some time to learn, to grow,
adapt,
all of that. So
everything.
We had to get acclimated and everything. So sometimes you may think you're coming for one thing and it turns out to be something completely different. So and that's just the way things happen when you're following the Most High, is that you're going not based off of your understanding and leaning on your own thoughts, because His thoughts are not our thoughts, His ways are not our ways. So just be in prayer, ask the Father, and that's for anything, not just coming here to Africa, because we're not telling you to come if Yah is not telling you to come. It's just anything in life. And
that's one thing we want to also mention. We're not telling anybody to come to Africa. Don't come saying, you will not find a video of us saying come to Africa, because we don't know what the Most High has for any of you. Some people may say, I come because, we've been inspired by, your videos, but you better make sure that Most High has called you.
Now, we appreciate it now.
Right,
we do thank y'all that you're telling us that you're inspired by us, because we do like to inspire. And that's something I definitely gifted in, is encouraging people and inspiring them. But don't move unless Yah tells you to. We don't want to be held responsible for that. But I mean, we love it. We thank y'all even for supporting us and for watching our channel, because it's Yah, basically. I wouldn't be on the cameras if it wasn't for Yah. So but
that's pretty much it.
That's it, y'all. We love y'all. We thank y'all so much. That's our testimony. The main point of our testimony is to encourage you to keep the faith in the Father. To whatever you are believing Yah for, continue to believe. Even if it doesn't look right now, even if the situation completely just looks like utter chaos in your life, believe the Father, because He said that we walk by faith and not by sight. So it may not look right, which in our case, there was no way we would have been here. But in a year's time, we actually landed here. He made it happen. And that's the way it will work in your life. So whatever you're believing Yah for, whatever situation you're going through, and it may seem hopeless, if it seems like there's no light at the end of the tunnel, just trust that the Father has your back. He cares about everything concerning each and every one of us, and just be encouraged to keep the faith. Stay in the faith, stay rooted and grounded in His word, and He will definitely help you to move forward. So, all right, y'all, be blessed. Until next time. We'll see you. Bye.